us questions in the next 15, 20 minutes. We should be done with that. So are you ready,
Yeah,
CEO?
Ambrose.
Yeah.
So somebody just dropped a message in the room there that I have not answered I've not given an answer to the 5% be possible. Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Go
thank
ahead.
you,
Go
Andrew.
ahead.
Please let me answer that, please. You know, I'm in that, yeah. So thanks for reminding me. Good a thing reminded me is good. Now, I'm a man of my word. If the company we hired yesterday night breaking today morning take up the job just as they are doing already, the code already, they are only writing the code already. If they are done and they return back the platform, then we go in to start doing test running. If the test run lasts for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month, for example, please, I'm setting an example. Now, that does not affect our percentage of 5%. It will not. I'm just hope you are recording this so that you play it back to them.
Sure,
Because
sure.
that's
It's
where
recorded.
everybody wants to hear. Thank you. Now, for example, if the company do the coder writing maybe for 2 weeks and they are done with the code writing, they say, okay, here is the platform. So go ahead and launch your platform. Now, we are to shift, for example, in and do our beta testing for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 week. At the end of the day of our beta testing, just as everybody sign up live, not those in beta testing, just as everybody sign up live as we go live, launch a platform, the day we launch a platform live, whereby the global community are now trading, we will start counting. Now, just as we move to October 1st to November 1st, it will become 1 month. Then November 1st to December 1st, it will become 2 months. What if we change our mind and say January 1st? I'm saying, what if we change our mind? I'm saying, what if we change our mind and say, okay, because you as Spartans, you believe in Jess and Michael, you believe in my dreams, you believe in my pregnancy, you were there for me. We decide to move it to January 1st. I say, what if we decide? We've not decided yet. What if we decide to roll it for 3 months? But the result we have is 2 months. But what if we decide to roll it for 3 months? Project is your project, my project. What if we decide to say, okay, let's roll it for 3 months? But we'll decide on that. For now, what is certain, what is so sure, what we can go against, what we can withdraw out is that the 2 months of the 5% is sure. As God lives, inshallah, is sure. By the grace of God, is sure. I have no intention to take it back. I have no intention to withdraw it. I have no intention to pause it. The 5% for the 2 months is sure. Except we change our mind to move it to 3 months. But for now, the 2 months are sure. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm sure every one of us will be happy hearing that. I'm sure also we got that very, very clear. That is the answer. That the promise is sure. The months may differ. I think that is the summary. The promise of the 5% is sure, but the month may differ. It depends on the outcome of the beta testing. Remember, and also what CEO have also made clear in addition is that the 5% is not during the beta testing. It is when the beta testing is over as we go into the main launch. So I think we should take this home. So write it down, and thank God also this session is recorded, especially for those who claim they are not hearing us. I'm very sure by the time to put it in the group, any area you missed, you'll be able to get them clear. So we are so happy about that you finally answered that question correctly, CEO. So We can now just say, let's look into one or two persons who have their hand up. Remember, we cannot always take every person. And moreover, I'm using my phone. There is no way I can have a wide view to see everybody who raises up their hand. Sometimes I need to screw. And when I'm screwing, the people I see first is who I call. They may see some other persons behind. Right now on this call, we have close to 1,185 participants. So you just imagine how I will be able to scroll through that to get to the bottom person who's raising up his hand. So, but as much as I can, within the few minutes we have, in another 16 minutes from now, we should be rounding up. So let me give that opportunity for people to ask one or two questions. So, see you. I guess you're ready. Can I go on?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm here.
It's okay. So that's fine. Right now, I'm looking for hands. I can't find hands anymore. Okay, I got one. Don Clems. AAS. Okay, yeah, Don Clems. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask your question. And as soon as you do that, please mute your mic. You have the opportunity to unmute yourself and ask your question. Don Clems. I hope I'm correct with that answer, that name. So if you are hearing now, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay. Good evening, Spartans. Ambrose, thank you very much.
Welcome.
I want to, in a very special way, thank the CEO. I call him the Don, the guru of cryptocurrency. I am short of words, the CEO, I must confess. You've done a lot. Part of the gray areas I wanted to ask my questions have been addressed by you through your questionings to the CEO, and the CEO has equally touched the last part of it, which was for how long? Because I knew that, yes, for him to have stayed this far, that we've not heard anything from him, that he's doing something very, very serious. So I am believing God that God will see him through and God will use him, because I am very convinced that he is the Messiah of our time. He's that Messiah that will come and liberate Africans and indeed other suffering nations from abject penury. I believe God and I know God will see him through. So, my CEO, thank you very much, because you've addressed the gray areas I had penned my questions to ask. You have
Thank you, Don
addressed them
Clem.
already. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
So I
brother.
pray for more grace. I pray for more grace and God's protection over
Amen.
you, your family, your dev team, and the entire team and the entire Spartans globally.
Amen.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clems, for that affirmation and giving hope to the CEO. Let him know that you guys are very, 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 very supportive, and you're understanding, and also at the same time you are behind what he's doing. It takes a supporting community for one to be able to go this far. So thank you very much, Don Clems. Right now on the call, I think I have Cyril Etukudo. So Cyril Etikudo, I'll be giving you the opportunity to unmute yourself, but go straight to your question as we don't have much time on our hand. Cyril Etukudo, unmute yourself, ask your questions, and we are good. Cyril Etikudo, unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Yeah, I know sometimes it takes, depending on the kind of network you're using and the location you are in, it takes time to connect you up. But while we are waiting for you, I'm trying to look for any other person right now in the group raising up his hand. I think I found one other person, Erica Okanse. So, Erica, I'll be giving you the opportunity to unmute yourself since Cyril is not coming up. Erica, unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you.
Yeah, Ambrose. Sorry, Erica. It's the husband rather. Sorry for using her phone though. I
It's
want one
okay.
question to ask
It's no problem.
you. Okay. About our beloved AAS, we all made understand that we can create multiple accounts though, but with different details, and then with one withdrawal letter, you use it for many accounts except for one account. So I want to know, in case I have multiple accounts, is there room for P2P to make withdrawal in the other account? And if there is a P2P, what are the conditions that are attached? Thank you.
Yeah. CEO, would you want me to respond to that question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
You know you
thank
got
you very much for the privilege. Yeah, I mean, I know the CEO gave that opportunity for that the project gives room for us to have multiple accounts, you know. But the real sense is in a situation whereby what I think the CEO was trying to make provision for, in the situation whereby you have a husband, a wife, and you have children, and perhaps you may want to open an account for your children. You may just want to put in $20 there for the next 1 year. You're not going to touch it for the sake of that child. Maybe you just want to put a kind of $100 in one account for the next 6 months. You are not going to touch it because of a certain project you have in mind. And maybe you will not have one major account that you want to be withdrawing from regularly. I think this is the idea that I believe the CEO was having that made him give such rooms for multiple accounts. But some of us, the way we are looking at it, we are looking at it from the stacking point of view with the idea we came in from the other side. I'm not blaming us, but I'm just trying to explain things. You know, remember that AAS is a one level multi referral system, which means even though you choose to stack by creating 10 to 20 persons under you, it will do not make any sense because at the end of the day, it's going to be one line. So, having addressed that, in order to also look into the question you just asked, remember that there is going to be a possibility of eternal transfer from one person's account to another. For example, but the funding aspect, the CEO will come up and clarify more better. But the funding aspect, I believe, funding have to be done from an external wallet. But transferring internally from one account to another, such permission may be there, will be there, just the way we have it with our parents' project, like COTP. We're able to do internal transfer. So I think this is the clarity or the area I just want to let us know. As me for a person, I don't think I have the need for multiple accounts. I'm just okay with one account. Then my wife have my wife, if she wants to trade, she open her own account. She's no longer me, she's just hers. I have my own. So I think this is how it should work. But for those who have, for whatever reason, to have multiple accounts, it's allowed. But know fully well that the reason why this was open is to cater for this area I just mentioned, not really because you want to have chains of people under you. Because at the end of the day, you cannot have access to gain from one line because it's a uni-level system of a referral that AAS have. So see you if you want to add one or two things to that, especially the area when it talks about P2P withdrawals or something like that. Yeah, is CEO there?
Yeah, I'm here. That is fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead, sir.
let me throw more light. Now, those of you who have signed up your account, if you log in our accounts, our AAS accounts, from the deposit page, you discover that there are two wallets, right? Now, one of them is the internal transfer, while one of them is deposit. If you log into your account now, those of you who have you have your account already, we build it in a way that it will not stress you. For example, you run 5 accounts, then you want to move all of your accounts. For example, your wife, your 3 daughters, your 2 sons, they are not up to the age of having a Binance account that they can use and fund to withdraw now. This is what we plan. You have a Binance account. You can use your Binance account and fund for yourself, fund for your wife, fund for your 3 daughters, and fund for your 2 sons. Right now is accepted. Now, when you want to withdraw, remember, you alone have a Binance account. Now, remember, when you want to withdraw, you need a TRC20 wallet, which is only your account that is verified with it. Your wife account has no TRC withdrawal wallet. Your 3 daughters, same thing with your 2 sons. Now, it's only your account that has that TRC20 withdrawal wallet. Now, you can account, right? Now do internal transfer from your wife account to your own main account. Go to your 3 daughters account, do internal transfer from your 3 daughters account to your main account. Go to your 2 sons account, do internal transfer from your 2 sons account to your main account. Now, in your main account, then you can then place a direct withdrawal that will go straight to your Binance account. Hello.
Yeah.
Now,
CEO,
with
I am
this,
clear.
with
I am
this, you can run your multiple accounts without going the stress of running and opening a 5 Binance account or 7 Binance account. You can run a one account from Binance that is verified. The remaining of your AAS account, they don't necessarily need to have a Binance account that are verified linked to it. No, that one is okay because of the help of the internal transfer. So you can do your internal transfer from Jordan multiple 4 accounts to your principal account, which is you, the husband account. Then with the husband account, you can then do direct withdrawal to your Binance account. So this is what we build, giving room for a deposit wallet address and internal transfer deposit withdrawal address. So this is what we came up with.
Yeah, thank you very much, CEO. And I'm sure this is already a clear issue to as many that are on this call. And this is another beauty of a desk platform, a decentralized platform. Remember, you can't do this on a centralized platform. And this is why we all must embrace decentralized platform because it's the future. Because when it comes to the area of centralized platform, just like CEO explained, no matter how what you have, no matter how cogent reason or you will have, certainly when you are below certain level of age, you cannot sign up on those platforms. But with a decentralized platform, nobody care to know where you are from. Nobody care to know whether you are documented in the country you are in. Nobody care to know whether you are white or you are black. It absorbs everybody in as much as you know the language of the blockchain. You know how to sign up. You know how to do your thing and you know how to go about your business. So thank you very much, CEO, for giving us this such a beautiful explanation and for plugging us to this high level of decentralized platform, which I believe every one of us will enjoy. So I'm looking through now to see if I have another hand that is raised up. There is one, we'll take it. If there is none, then I think we'll be done for tonight's meeting. We have I think he's saying BB. Your name is just BB. Is somebody speaking? Okay, BB. We have BB. So BB, I'm giving you the opportunity to unmute yourself and ask your question. BB. Sirius seems to be saying something, but it's not coming forth. Your network in wherever you are may be very, very dull. I long unmuted you, but your voice is not coming forth. So BB, if you are up, can you ask your question as you already have the right to unmute yourself? While we wait for BB, let's see if we have somebody else also who wants to say something. Yeah, is BB on or we have Siri? Yeah,
Good
who's on?
evening, and this is
Okay,
BB.
okay, go ahead, please.
And I want to ask about the AAS app and how things will go on. And I understand everything on everything. So I want to know where there is the app available to it. Hello.
Okay, thank you very much, BB. As for now, we don't have an application, no app available to AAS. So don't let anybody deceive you. If you see anyone on the Play Store, know that that has nothing to do with us. So when there is an app or when there is a need for us to have an app, is going to also be made known to us by the CEO. He's the only one that can give us any official announcement. So it will be seen on our various social media platforms and also in our mail room and through every other means that we will be communicated to. So without that, don't believe any other thing you see out there. We don't have an application at the moment. So Cyril, it's like you are up. Can you see, will you be able to speak now and ask your question quickly? Your mic is unmuted, but it's like you can't really talk. Maybe network issue. So I'm taking somebody else. Kevin N. Kevin N. You have the right to unmute yourself and ask your question. Kelvin N.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
All right, thank you for this opportunity. If the market, my question is, if the market crashes, will AAS be affected by it? Like if Bitcoin, there's a plummets, it goes down. It will AAS be affected by the market?
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe your voice is low, but I will help to amplify it for others to hear. What Kelvin is saying is that if the market crashes, with will AAS be affected by it? Just like we have the Bitcoin crash and so many other assets in the market, cryptocurrency in the market. Actually, this is an arbitrage platform. We have heard the CEOs say it over and over again that in as much that there will be a buying and a selling, AAS will function. So it really have no effect on AAS. But probably if there will be any effect, will now be the currency that you are being paid with. For example, but in this case now we are using the stable currency, which is the Theta USDT, which is pegged to one USD. So in that regard, if it maintains its one USD, sorry, even in the session or period of crashing in the market, when you withdraw it out, you will still have one USD to yourself. I think that is why many of those companies and big projects out there now are now moving on to stable coin instead of using volatile coins. So whatever that happens in the market, no matter the fluctuation, in fact, the fluctuation even create market for AAS, because as far as there is a difference in price, there is a buying and a selling order, AAS will function. So the direct answer is that it will not affect AAS. And since we are being paid also with a stable currency, it may also not affect our outcome of profit if that stable currency maintain its stability in the process and in the period where we'll be having market fluctuation or market crashing, as the case may be. So I don't know if the CEO want to add a voice to that.
You've answered him well. For the fact that we have support and resistance in the market, for the fact that the market will go up and come down, permit me to use that language, for the fact that the market fluctuates is an opportunity for AAX. For example, if the market is trading sideways, which is the lottery pattern, you are not making profit. Even the system won't be happy. Now, but if the market fluctuates, hitting the resistance level, then returning back, we should just look at Bitcoin, for example, yesterday, breaking today morning, it was up there at 20,340, almost 20,400. And around 2-3 hours ago, it crashed from 20,400. Is diving towards 19,000 now. So it's an opportunity. If the market trades sideways, there's no opportunity there. But if the market drop down to 10, then go up again to test a resistance level, that means there is multiple opportunity. What if the market remain at $20,000 in Binance, then remain at $20,110 in Coinbase? Is an opportunity. What if the market remain at $20,120 for 1 hour in Coinbase, and then in OKEX is at $20,148? Is an opportunity. So the system is designed to see the weakness of the movement of the market, to buy in the weakness and sell in the strength. The strength is when it's going up the other side. The weakness is when it's falling this other side. So the market crash is an opportunity. The market goes up is an opportunity. I was talking to a professional yesterday night. We're talking about AAS. I told him, just look at where the market is now, right? If the market pick up here at this level of $19,000-$20,000 level to $22,000 to $24,000 to $30,000 to $50,000 to $100,000, which is the hope of everybody who is into crypto, knowing too well, it will play to that angle. Now, we are coming in, AAS is coming in at a time where the market is so low, $18 level. If the market pop up or the market return back to 25,000 to 30,000 to 50,000 to 100,000, what do you think will happen to ASI trading platform? It's massive. It's going to be super massive. because the return will be something else. So I was telling the professional yesterday, I told him I am so happy I am launching my platform at a time where the market is so down, so down. This is just my joy. Not when the market is at the peak of the resistance, but here at the down lower part of the support level. I'm so happy because definitely the market will pick up back again to test the super resistance level of $65,480. What will happen to the AAI? What will happen to our platform if the market picks back? And if the market decides to go low to 14,000 to 13,000, we are not losing because in arbitrage there is no profit, there's no losses in our trading, rather profit, 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 and no market dive from $14,000 to $1 without diving back again to $3 to $100 to $1,000 to $20,000 back to $60,000. So if the market return back to support, the system will always buy at a support level. If you return back to resistance and sell at the resistance level, so we are in to make that profit back. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, CEO. We are almost coming to the close of this very evening update. We want to let you know, in case if you are not yet in any of our social media platforms, remember that we have our heavy presence on Facebook, we have our heavy presence on Twitter, and we also have it on Instagram, as well as YouTube. So you got to get yourself plugged to most of these social medias platform in order for you to get regular updates, and we will always engage you time to time. And also in our Telegram room, we have a lot of things going on around there. So you find yourself into our Telegram room and into our social media platforms, and you won't regret that. So we want to see if we still have one or two hands. I think I have two hands here as well. This is since everybody's hand cannot be seen, if you want to also send in a message, you can send it in. We'll be able to take that as well through using our platforms. We have FAJ, FAJ. FAJ. So you have the right to unmute yourself, ask your question quickly. Though Cyril is still raising up his hand, I'm sorry, Cyril. It's like your network is not good enough. You couldn't really say something. FAJ, FAJ. Please, wherever you are, can you ask your question? And let's move on from there. His FAJ is not forthcoming. Looking through the lineup again, if there's any other person that we have that is ready to say something. No hands is being seen, which also makes everything a bit better. Bay, we have Bay, B-double-E. Since FAJ is not forthcoming, this is a woman. At least let us hear from a woman this time around. So Bay, B-double-E, you are allowed to unmute yourself, ask your questions. And I want to be sure that network will be friendly from your end to be able to speak to us. At least we'll have the first woman in this meeting tonight. B-E-E, Bay. You've been given the right to unmute yourself. Please ask your question quickly. It's also a pity. It's like Bill is not being able to come up, network issue. So, CEO, in the situation whereby we don't have any other hands raised up at this moment, and also I'm looking through my Telegram room now using my computer. I still don't have any direct question yet. So, Bay, are you there? You will be given the right to unmute yourself. If you are hearing us, you should be able to speak also to us. If not, we move ahead. So I can't find any line. Yeah, you can ask your questions. That is Akba Emeka. If you want to ask your question, yeah, you have the right, just the way you've been able to send the message to me. Hello. So while we're waiting for any other person, CEO, is there any closing thoughts you want to just pass across to us? Any word of encouragement and for the community as well?
Yeah, if there's no any other question, it's okay. That is fine. I must tell every one of you, be patient with us. We build a technology to serve human, to uplift the standard living of every human on earth, not a self-made platform, but a technology to serve human, to give us that financial freedom we dream of. That has been my dream. That has been my dream for years. I want to serve humanity. I want to build what will bring food to the table of humanity, not just food, financial freedom. I want everybody around me to be financially empowered to pay their bills. Here we are, 95, 96% of the job is done. We are working on the plugin, working on the linking, link it up to the exchange, then roll it, test it, make sure the system is taking both the capital and the profit, return back to the liquidity pool, and do the same, repeat the same per minute to an hour to a day to 2 days to a week to a month. So that is what we build, and that is what we have on ground now. So I must tell you also, close your ears from naysayers. If you go to the internet, it's alarming now. AAS is more than a wave now. It's trending from Google to Telegram, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, name them. AAS is trending. Now